TophiaChu's life has been a roller coaster of drama, struggle, and heartbreak. From being kicked out of her shelter in the middle of the night with barely a dollar to her name, to revealing that she may be in love with a former friend. Her story is chaotic, heartbreaking, and complicated. Today, we're going to break down every detail. The homelessness, the mental health struggles, the family tension, and the obsession with someone she calls her friend. Strap in, this is the untold story of TophiaChu. Imagine being woken up in the middle of the night, told that you're on a 30-day suspension, and then being told you need to leave immediately. For TophiaChu, this wasn't just imagination, it was reality. At 1 in the morning, she was kicked out of the shelter, with no time to prepare, barely any money in her wallet, and nowhere safe to go. She had to scramble to figure out her next move. The thought of sleeping under a bridge was very real.
Under the bridge. If I was under the bridge, I would have went live with my camera on. I hope so too, but I don't know. You know, it's hard. But we'll get through this, I guess. Well, it's dark, but where I'm at, it's not really dark. No, I'm not at my uncle's house. Why would I go to my uncle? And I really have to get a safe space that technically I was hoping I wouldn't have to rent. But if I have to rent somewhere, then I have to rent somewhere. Because it always, like, if I own my own place, yeah, I might have to pay some slight stuff like, you know, electricity bills and stuff like that. But I can't do it anymore. I am physically, mentally exhausted. I'm tired. I can't mentally do it anymore. Being deprived of sleep and not being told what was going on, and then being told, well, you're on a 30-day suspension, and then having them, like, they're telling me, basically having me wait for this shuttle at, like, 1 o'clock in the morning, and not giving me time to plan, which is crazy, to figure out where the hell I'm gonna go, and then telling me, well, you know, where are you gonna go when it's time for me to get on the shuttle? I'm like, where am I gonna go? It's freaking 1 o'clock in the morning. Everything's closed. I barely had money to get a room because now I have to make a slight payment to my storage.
She had to leave her blanket behind with her mother because bringing it would make it impossible to go anywhere public. Even the simplest tasks, like getting a meal, could have resulted in being asked to leave a restaurant. And beyond that, she had to think about storage payments, the electricity, water bills, the realities of trying to survive outside of the system.
Like, I was gonna sleep under a bridge with no blanket. My mom, I have my blanket, right? But I told my mom to keep it because if I have to go into a restaurant or I have to go get something to eat, they're not gonna allow me to walk in there with a blanket. They're probably gonna tell me to leave. So that's why I didn't want to carry it around with me, because, you know, it's a whole thing.
For someone who's never held a consistent job, imagining the responsibilities of an apartment, let alone a house, is overwhelming. Rock bottom came fast for TophiaChu, and she knew it. It's easy for outsiders to criticize, but when someone is forced into survival mode at 1 in the morning, with no structure or guidance, you start to see the human desperation behind every decision. Despite the chaos, TophiaChu wasn't completely alone. Her family, her mom, uncle, and cousin tried to provide guidance and small gestures of support. A blanket here, advice there, a little money. It wasn't much, but it was enough to give her hope that maybe she could survive this. Family support became the anchor for TophiaChu. Even in moments of despair, she knew there were people looking out for her, trying to remind her that survival isn't just about money or shelter, it's about connection. And yet, this support also came with the painful realization that she had to lower her expectations. An apartment, not a house. Simple survival, not luxury. Sometimes, rock bottom is the only way to realize what's actually attainable. Being homeless, being harassed, and being constantly online takes a mental toll. TophiaChu openly admitted that she's exhausted, mentally drained, and on edge. Constantly being stalked, receiving threats, and managing online criticism has taken its toll.
Like, you're worried about friends and I'm worried about my living. We're two different people. I almost got, like, literally what this person told me is that under that bridge is not safe. You know, here's the thing. I'm being put in unsafe situations. I gotta worry about my housing, okay? What other people got going on, if they got a lot going on, I just gotta let them deal with their stuff and I deal with mine. Like, nobody said nobody wasn't anyone's friend. So why are we talking about friends when we're talking about no kings? Like, that makes no sense. I could care less. Why would I be concerned with having friends when I don't have a place to live? Like, does that make sense? Like, people care more about friends than they do an unsafe situation. Like, I was gonna have to sleep outside, like at 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, no. Well, everyone sits here and laughs like it's just some joke. It's not a joke. And, you know, my life, I gotta do what I have to do to take care of me and my mom. That's it. That's all. Like, you're concerned with the wrong things and then telling me that my priorities are jacked up. And where are your priorities? You're worried about someone that isn't even your friend, which is so weird. When you really can't afford to live because the cost of living gets to be so high, then I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be laughing when I say I told you so. Like, you could be easily in this position. Yeah, I look rough. I haven't been able to change my clothes. I haven't been able to do anything. I'm working on some stuff. My mom, she is safe. Right now, I just gotta focus on getting me a place. That's it, that's all. Like, you're here on a Saturday harassing me when you could be with your friends, which clearly you probably don't have any, worried about mine. And worried about me and worried about... I'm not worried about friendship or anything like that because I gotta be focused on myself and my living. If people want to be my friends, so what? If they don't, they don't. It's... like, why harp on that? Like, I'm not gonna just sit here and be upset and sad.
She's trapped in a loop. She knows she could stop posting. She knows she could step back from social media, and yet she doesn't. The harassment she experiences is real, yes, but she also continues to fuel her own stress by remaining constantly online, live streaming, and engaging with toxic followers. It's a tragic cycle. The very platform that keeps her connected also keeps her trapped. Her mental health struggles are compounded by past trauma, including her brother's passing and a life of instability. She talks about PTSD, fear for her safety, and the constant need to watch her back, even when performing the simplest tasks like walking to the store or sitting at a bus stop. For her, survival isn't just physical, it's mental, and every day brings a new challenge.
I don't know, I'm mentally exhausted. All of like this going on, it's exhausting. Like, I can't. Like, it's a lot. Have I been drawing recently? No, I haven't done anything recently. Well, I have done some stuff, I mean important stuff, but I mean I'm not, I'm tired from doing nothing. No, I have been doing stuff. Yeah, I don't have a car. I don't have a car. Not yet, anyways. Like, I don't know. There's like too much going on. Oh, that was a nice car though. Ow. Well, it's loud. Like, they made it that way. They don't have to be obnoxiously loud, and they do it on purpose in an area where they know homeless people are sleeping. Because they're a-holes and they're rude and they have no consideration for homeless people, like up the road where the gas station is, that blast that loud music, because classical music, because they're keeping homeless people awake, because they have no consideration whatsoever for homeless people, that they want to be obnoxiously loud in an area where they know homeless people sleep.
It's been almost a week since Tophia.
And now, we get to the part that has everyone talking. TophiaChu's obsession with a former friend. She's admitted on multiple occasions that she considered deleting her entire social media account just to preserve this connection. She has gone on live streams, Instagram stories, and videos expressing heartbreak, longing, and regret over this mysterious individual widely suspected to be Chu's.
I feel bad. I felt so bad to the point I was going to delete my whole account because it was like, you know, bro, this is jacked up. Like, I did when I deactivated my account, and that was my purpose. Was like, because I deactivated it to reactivate it, but I was stuck in between. Should I keep this account or should I just delete my whole social media altogether? Because I would rather have my friend than have social media, because it was messing with my friendship. It was like, yeah, it's gotta go. I could care if you stepped in front of a bus and I hit you. I'm not deleting my social media because of you. I only did it because of the person that I really care about. If I can't live without my friends, then I can't live at all. I don't have my brother, I don't have anybody, so if my mom dies, I'm alone. If I go, nobody would probably even care.
She says things like, "If I can't live without my friends, then I can't live at all, and I would rather have my friend than social media." To many viewers, it's alarming, an obsession that borders on unhealthy. She's investing her emotional energy into a person we barely know, someone she keeps secret, and it's clear that this is deeply affecting her mental state. Some viewers have speculated that this friend was her meal ticket or emotional crutch, a source of security she hoped would help her escape her unstable living situation. Others see it as a heartbreak, a classic example of someone clinging to connection after loss. Either way, adds another layer to an already complicated story.
So yes, I have this guy background, green screen. I actually took this picture. I take a lot of pictures of this guy. I look a mess because, you know, I didn't get ready today. It's a lazy day. But anyways, safety reasons. I wanted to come on here and talk about something because this is something that is serious and I really don't like it. So making jokes, like being like, haha, she's stalking her friend, I don't like that at all. Unless you're in someone's situation to know what's going on and you're constantly being harassed, nothing about anyone's situation should be made into a joke. Like, ha ha ha, like people are laughing, but people's real lives are being affected. People are really being like out here, like I'm constantly being stalked by people. It is not fun. It's mentally draining to have to deal with someone who won't leave you alone because they're following you everywhere. They're preventing you from even having a living or working or even, you know, living a normal life.
Beyond love and survival, TophiaChu's story is about the intersection of mental health and social media. She openly admits that harassment online is mentally draining, yet she continues to post and engage. She warns viewers not to trivialize the struggles of people with PTSD, anxiety, or depression, because the impact is real, even if outsiders can't see it.
I just don't like the jokes. When I see what my friends go through, it's not funny. It's not okay to be sitting here, to be spreading this, because it's not helping the situation. It's making it worse, especially in my situation. And I don't think anyone's situation of being harassed should be taken lightly or be made into a joke. I'm just saying that because I don't care. Like, you could keep saying that all you want, but you're making like 100 emails a day, which is really weird to me how you have all that time. So I was like, well, you have all that time. I don't have all that time in the day to be constantly making emails and going into someone's live and then, you know, keep constantly saying something. It's so annoying. Like, you keep constantly making these emails, like so many emails. And then you're like, well, you have all that time. I don't do that to people. It's not funny. It's not fun. When I see what people are going through, when I see what my friends are going through, it's very horrible situations. And I myself am going through a situation with people that follow me around everywhere. And it's not a good thing. It's not like, oh, you know, it's not a happy thing. I don't like it. It bothers me because whatever situation is going on with people is not to be made a joke or to be made funny.
This is a story that continues to unfold. Homelessness, mental health struggles, family pressures, and obsession all collide in TophiaChu's life. She's trapped in a cycle of survival, online engagement, and emotional dependency, and until she finds stability, these cycles are unlikely to end.
Does it? I don't think so. No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Thank you. Sandwich. If I was hungry, I am, but I don't want to eat that sandwich because I don't want it to go to waste. Thank you for the gifts. I'm alright, I guess. I'm not feeling too good, but I don't know if I'm having an anxiety attack or what, but I'm really shaking. I don't feel good. I just got hit. And I was like, you know what, I'll go live. Thank you for the gifts. Yeah, I got, my cousin got it for me. I was gonna buy me a hoodie because they had this farewell thing for my brother. And she was like, I got you, and she paid for it. It's a Captain America. I got it at Walmart. I can't sleep in my storage. That's not allowed. I'll get kicked out. And my storage doesn't have lights or electricity. I don't do nothing. First of all, I'm sitting outside in the open with my phone out on live, so I'm not alone and by myself. And you're saying, like, so weird that you're so traumatized. Well, I'm on live with my phone out, sitting out in the open, so I have someone with me. That's why I have my phone on and I'm live. Duh. Does it look like I have friends to stay with? No. Do you have any friends to stay with? Oh no, there's that guy again. The one that likes to come follow people. Oh, shit. And he was the one that he saw me on the bus and he followed me on the bus. He wasn't gonna get on the bus, but then he saw me getting on and then he got on. And then he was sitting there like he wasn't following me. And then some young boys got off the bus, so he got off the bus with them. And I was like, bruh, be careful because that's weird.
At the end of the day, TophiaChu is a complicated individual. She's struggling, she's in pain, she's obsessive, and she's human. The story isn't over, and if there's one lesson to take away, it's that empathy is key, even when it's hard to understand why someone makes the choices they do. Thanks for watching. If you want to stay updated on TophiaChu's story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And remember, while it's easy to judge online, understanding the complexity of someone's life is far more important than jumping to conclusions.